So I want to talk to you all about the chakra system that we all have in our bodies. We have 7 chakras in our bodies. The first chakra is called the root chakra. This root chakra is in the genital areas, actually your tank, pretty much. You know that part that when you take a shower, you gotta get up under that tank right there, that bottom, the crack of your ass, right? That's the root chakra. The root chakra is in the Bible, the Sodom and Gomorrah, the sodomite. Sodomite is when you commit sodomy, is to go up someone's rectum. Horrible. So that is a low level. That chakra color is red. Now that speaks a lot about the color red, because red is a low vibrating color. Red is a low vibrating color. If the root chakra, which is a low level, and we all have this in our body, so we go from the root chakra, which is red. This was when people say, get your mind out of the gutter. This is that root chakra, that low level thinking, survival, career. This is we think that is high level thinking. We think but that's actually low level. That's why success, the word success, it's not good to succeed. You don't want to succeed, because in order to succeed, you look at the word succeed. Suck seed. Succeed. Succeed is sucking, is oral sex. And a lot of people have to do that to get to the top. A lot of people have to, in order, like on a movie, the casting couch, things, people who want to get certain parts in movies, sometimes you may have to suck something to do that. That's success, and that's a low level vibration. Right? You understand that? You know, to succeed, even when you say success, to success, when you look at a cesspool, CESS, that's cesspool. That's a filthy thing. That's a filthy body of water, or whatever the liquid may be. So you don't want to succeed. You know, you want to prevail. That's the thing. You want your children to prevail in life. And what is prevail? Because succeed, we see that succeed is like you know, like I said, some people have to do things, get on their knees to get some things, and that's how they got to where they are. That's even in some of your people in Hollywood right now. You know, even in the music industry, we see that. We know that. We know that. We know the stories about, you know, in the black community, we know the stories about Quincy Jones. We know the story about Puff Daddy. You know, even in the gospel, you know, you see the homosexual, you know, Kirk Franklin, you know, I mean, just all this stuff is about, it's low vibration. So you want to prevail. So let's get to prevail. Prevail is P-R-E. Pre, we already know is before, and veil. So this is how you have to look at prevail. Before the veil, because when you get behind, it's like the Wizard of Oz. You get all the way to the curtain and you want to see what's behind the curtain, and it's all this low level stuff, and it takes you to a low level in your life as a person, your soul, selling your soul. So when you prevail, you see it's not even worth going through it. It's not even worth going through the veil, because you know what's on the other end. So you good. Just you knowing, like They used to say on the cartoon, I forgot which one it was, knowing is half of the battle. But just you knowing that it's not about hitting it big, you know. It's not about hitting it big. It's not about being on TV. But it's about helping those around you, doing what you're here to do. But moving from the root chakra, which is red, like red is a low level color. Women who drive red cars, sorry if you're a woman who have a red car, but they tend to be very, they really, you know what I'm saying. That's a sex color. That's a sex color. That's a not sex color, but that's a lust type color. You know what I'm saying. But moving on to the next level chakra. The next level chakra is the sacral chakra, and this is what we talk about. This is sex. This is a lot of people live in sex because that low level is really low. That root chakra, where you're willing to, do any career. Then we move to sex, the sacral, and the sacral, if you want to look this up, is SACRAL, sacral chakra. This is the second chakra, and it's a different color. And keep in mind also, the 7 chakras is where we get the thermostat, the concept of the thermostat from. So the sex, a lot of people live here. This is sex. We want, a lot of people, sex is low down there too. But I'm gonna just break this down. We move from root to sex to power, and then we get to the heart chakra. And that's where you always see Jesus pointing on the to the heart, and is on the picture of Caesar Borgia, Michelangelo's cousin. For those who didn't know, you think it was a real, but we're not gonna go there. But that's why he's pointing to the heart. Jesus pointing to the heart chakra, and then the heart chakra. Then you have the throat chakra, and then you have, we get all the way up to the crown chakra, and crown is the top level. This is the Christ. Jesus Jesus in his lifetime, in the lifetime of the Son. We're not going to break that down, but it's all about getting up to this level of thinking, this level of purple. This is the high level where you're thinking from your head. You're not thinking on this low level, and you're not listening to low level frequencies in music. You're not hanging around low level frequency people. Cursing a lot is also like a low level. Sometimes when you cursing a lot, sometimes that's gonna be a little way about you. But I'm not trying to tell nobody what's up. I just wanted to talk about the chakras. But we want to reach the crown chakra. We want to reach the crown, and the corona is the crown. And this is the return of Christ. This happening in these last and evil days that they're talking about in the Revelations. In the book of Revelation, the return of Christ is the return of people going from this root level, all the way coming through the heart, through the throat, up into the crown, Christ, where the oil, this is literal oil, comes up to your head and comes down and trickles through your spine. Listen to this. Every 30 days in your sun sign, if you don't have sex and you can abstain from drinking or overindulging in food and things like that, it's an oil in your body raises up to your top of your head, and then it oozes down, and this is in consciousness. This is enlightenment. This is why when they was going to seminary, and I explained this before, but when they was having seminary is about semen retention. Those men was not going to learn how to, they wasn't using their semen to start families or anything like that. But when you retain your semen, you come very enlightened. because those oils in your body, that sexual oil is a life force, and that's why you can't just be giving it to anyone, no matter how fine some of these sisters are. You have to give this. Some brothers, you have to hold this, and when you know what you have and how vital it is to you, you will stop thinking on that low level of sex, because sex in the right here. And sex, the way you say the number 6 in Latin is sex. It's like 6, because I was explaining that before too. 6 and sex go hand in hand with each other. And that's what the 666 is. It's 6 here. You thinking sex here in the low level. You thinking sex in your heart, and you thinking sex in your head. That means you're a beast. And when you look at this, the Sphinx in Egypt, I've been to the Sphinx in Egypt. And the Sphinx is a human head with an animal body, right? A human head with an animal body. And the riddle of the Sphinx is always let your intellect be over your animal nature. Let your intellect be over your animal nature, right? So just want to talk about this information, the return of Christ. The return of Christ happens within you. Christ, that's why even the Bible tells you Christ is within. It's within you. It's the story in Matthew 25 of the 5 foolish virgins and the 5 wise who had the oils. Some of them squandered their oils and used it up. You know, sometimes you out here having sex and you using up some real rich stuff in you that you can be using for something else. It's not about that like that. I know, we like to get it on, but it's ways you can have sex with someone, men, and not bust off. It's called tantric sex. Tantric sex, But a nigga so used to nutting that you have to do it a few times to even if you can do it at all. I mean, but tantric sex is you don't necessarily ejaculate, because remember, semen is cerebral spinal fluid. It's cerebral because it comes from the brain, and it's spinal because it comes down through your spine, and when it comes out, it's fluid. But we can talk all night, family. The root chakras. When you burn that sage, when you burn some sage, you take some sage and you burn it over your chakra system, cleaning your chakra system, that aura. Do it while you're naked by yourself, when you're home by yourself or something like that. But peace and blessings, family. Thank you all for taking time, and have a good night. Peace.